What's going on, everybody? C4 here, and today we're going to be talking about Josh Gordon and why he should become a member of the Philadelphia Eagles. This was originally going to be a Huskies video that you saw right now, but we'll push that to tomorrow. I've been playing Blackout and Double XP Mutt on my Twitch, which I'm probably going to be streaming right now while you're watching this, so go ahead on over there. After you're done watching this, the link is in the description. But I figured get this video out now because by the time I wake up tomorrow, the Josh Gordon news, there's already going to be a decision if he's getting released or if he's going to a team, because the Cleveland Browns announced that they can't find a suitor for Josh Gordon for a trade. They're going to release him on Monday, which AKA is the Browns saying, hey, all you teams that are really good, that are low on the waiver priority, that don't have a chance of getting Josh Gordon, like the Philadelphia Eagles, offer us a trade or else we're going to release him and he's going to end up going to like the Jets or something stupid like that. So why the Philadelphia Eagles? Now, we're going to go under the assumption that there's a rumor that the Browns aren't going to be moving to an AFC team, which is really smart. Hey, how about don't give him to a rival in case he decides to burn your ass and it could cost you a playoff or somewhere down the road. So we're going to go on the assumption that Josh Gordon is going to go to a team in the NFC. And first up, you would think maybe Dallas. You know, Josh Gordon has suspension history, some off-the-field stuff. That pretty much gets Jerry Jones off. But there's a report already on Twitter that the Dallas Cowboys are not interested in pursuing Josh Gordon, which is kind of surprising. So under the assumption that this release of Josh Gordon was because of him being late for a meeting and he didn't relapse or anything like that, and he's crystal clear, it makes no sense at all for the Philadelphia Eagles not to give their best trade offer to the Cleveland Browns to try to bring Josh Gordon in. I have some history, I have some bona fide facts as to why Josh Gordon would be a perfect fit and somewhat a realistic option that Philly's a landing spot for him. But we'll start with the first thing. The first thing is that no matter what happens, it's up to the Browns, and that's why I think this is so tough to predict. I think if Josh Gordon was a free agent and everyone could make their pitch and he'd make a decision, I think Philadelphia would be easily the #1 option for him to go. But it comes down to the Browns, and the Browns have not proven themselves yet to make good decisions with their front office. And I can see the Browns just botching this somehow. So taking that out of it, I'm not going to officially come out and say, hey guys, I'm guaranteeing that you know, Josh Gordon's going to be a member on the Philadelphia Eagles, just because I don't know. It's up to the Browns. So we're going to start with Exhibit A. Exhibit A. First, you got to start with the GM. The GM makes the moves. The GM makes the trades. Howie Roseman has yet to really make a bunch of trades this year. He always makes trades. Even when we have a good roster, you'll still see Howie Roseman make some ridiculous trades. Like Michael Bennett and stuff like that. That was a long time ago. That's long. So Howie has an itchy trigger finger to go make a trade. Then you look at this report from ESPN from 2015 that states that Howie Roseman, who was GM during Chip Kelly's first year, wanted to trade for Josh Gordon from the Browns. And this is a Josh Gordon that already had some off-the-field issues. That's why he was on the trade block. And the Browns wanted Nick Foles, a rookie Nick Foles out of Arizona. And Howie said, that's just too rich for our blood right now. So now that Josh Gordon is seemingly available for pennies on the dollar and still has that reputation, the off-the-field stuff, you could assume that Howie Roseman, when he found out that Josh Gordon is on the trade block for the Cleveland Browns, there's no way in hell Howie Roseman's ears didn't perk up and he got that feeling down his plums that, oh baby, let's make something happen. Now, why do I think that will happen? Well, Philadelphia has pretty much signaled to the league that they are desperate for wide receiver help. Because of the injury to Alshon Jeffrey, which, let's be honest, on paper, this wide receiver core was pretty thin. We could have expected this to happen. Because if one of these guys was going down, we knew we were going to be in this predicament. Alshon Jeffrey got the injury, and now we're kind of being exposed for a lack of depth at wide receiver. Now, you probably couldn't assume that Mac Hollins was also going to go down with an injury, because Mac Hollins is a guy most Eagle fans are hyped about. He was our preseason starlet, whatever, last year. And then he's out. He's on the IR. We don't know if and when he can even come back this season. So we had to go on Mike Wallace, and Mike Wallace didn't have a single catch against Atlanta, and early in Tampa, he hurt his leg and was seen in a walking boot leaving the game. He could be gone for the foreseeable future. So under the assumption that Carson Wentz is coming back next week against the Colts, his wide receivers are going to be Nelson Aguilar in the slot, and on the outside, he's going to have Kamar Aiken and Shelton Gibson, maybe, who can't even get on the field right now. Josh Perkins had a bunch of catches against the Bucs. I can't even tell you what school he went to. I know everything about the Eagles. Philadelphia is desperate right now, and the fact that, you know, last week they tried to bring in Brashad Perriman, first-round bust. They tried to schedule a meeting and a workout with Corey Coleman, who ended up going to the Patriots. But the fact that Philadelphia is showing a lot of interest in these low-risk, high-reward, potentially wide receivers, I mean, that's the exact mentality a GM needs to have when in potentially inquiring about Josh Gordon. You need to understand that, yes, you might not get the Josh Gordon from 2013. You might get the Josh Gordon that we saw week 1 against the Steelers. That wasn't 2013 Gordon, but still was pretty good. You got to get a Josh Gordon that, hey, he might relapse. He might not ever be a player. He might not ever take a snap. You know, he has an injury right now. Who knows? Who knows if he gets suspended? Who knows if he does something like that? You need to understand that risk, but you need to understand that also Not going to cost you an arm and leg to get him. You probably could get him for a 5th round pick, and you should be fine with that, especially Philadelphia. We're going to get some good comp picks. We're going to get 3 comp picks in the 5th, 6th round, somewhere in that range for, like, you know, Patrick Robinson and Trey Burton and stuff, and Bo Allen. So you're pretty much playing with house money at that part. You're getting free picks, and you can give one of these picks up to get Josh Gordon. So knowing that the cost for Josh Gordon is very, very reasonable, and already signaling that you're desperate for a wide receiver, else you wouldn't be trying to bring in Brashad Perriman and Corey Coleman. I mean, this is a friggin' godsend from the Cleveland Browns, saying Josh Gordon's here, make us an offer and come get him. So knowing the history between our GM and how our GM that loves to make trades and Josh Gordon, knowing how desperate Philadelphia are for a wide receiver, then it just comes down to forward thinking. If Josh Gordon pans out, how does that set up for the future for the Eagles? Well, Josh Gordon currently has a salary cap hit of like $700,000. For a team like Philadelphia that's kind of tight with the salary cap, that's perfect. And I don't know what the exact thing is, but essentially he's an option that we could pick up next year that's also going to be very, very affordable. So there's double check mark there. And then when you look at fully healthy Eagles team, adding Josh Gordon's dynamic, the deep threat ability with Alshon Jeffrey, jump ball ability, Nelson Aguilar in the slot. You got Zach Ertz, who's pretty much a first down machine. You can probably finally start to give Dallas Goedert more snaps. We have goddamn running backs with the backfield that can catch the ball as good as anyone. I mean, that is just, I don't understand, or I couldn't understand if it comes out that Philadelphia doesn't try to make an offer here for Josh Gordon. Why not? You know, I trust this team. If it comes out that Philadelphia doesn't get Josh Gordon, I'll say whatever, man. Howie Roseman's made enough moves in the past that I accept his decision. I accept, like, nothing about Howie Roseman's tenure right now over the last 2 years as GM, since he's become Howie 2.0, since he's left that backroom office that Chip Kelly sent him to, has led me to believe that if we skip and pass on Josh Gordon, that we should just, you know, overly scrutinize him, because I trust that he would make the right decision. Maybe there's more information that's not available to the general public about Josh Gordon. But I just think with all the evidence that we've talked about, Philadelphia's need for a wide receiver, desperate need for a wide receiver, especially right now, I personally just can't see Philly not being the favorites given the information we know right now. So I know everyone wants Josh Gordon. I know mostly all the Eagle fans that watch Josh Gordon assume that we're going to be getting that 2013 Josh Gordon. I'm not that, you know, I'm not that wishful when I'm thinking about it. I just want a guy that's not Kamar Aiken. And the fact that Josh Gordon is a under sub $800,000 contract type player, I just can't see any way that when you're the Philadelphia Eagles, knowing that when you're healthy, if Josh Gordon doesn't work out, you're going to be fine. He's not like our season's hinging on getting Josh Gordon or not. But if he does pan out, how prolific this offense that's already really good when healthy would be. I just feel like knowing how he's a gambler, knowing how he is known for making moves like this, man, it'd be awesome. So what do you guys think? Where do you guys think Josh Gordon's going to end up? Do you think he comes to Philly? I mean, hey, I don't know if I already said this. This is my 9th time recording this, but I predicted in October, 2 years before it happened, that Philadelphia would sign Alshon Jeffrey and Torrey Smith in the same video. And the next offseason, they got both of them. So I have my Eagles spidey sense thing is tingling about this Josh Gordon move. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. As always, if you're an Eagle fan, you're stumbling upon this for the first time, don't be afraid to hit the subscribe button. We talk about the Eagles a lot. And make sure you go check out the Twitch if you have not. I'm going to be streaming on it tonight. I'm streaming on it a lot, so that'll help me out. Thank you guys for watching, and make sure you tune into the Huskies video tomorrow. Very important episode, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.